Welcome one and all to the Tasty Times News Update 9, the weekly Tasty Planet Back for Seconds newspaper. This main story is that new archaeological discoveries have been made. So back in the 7th edition of the Tasty Times, I had mentioned a crisis where every single IW and full game run was completely removed from the leaderboards. These runs were orphaned though, so even though it shows the original verifier of the run and when they did it, like nothing had ever happened, I still had to go through every single profile to bring them back. It really looks like there wasn't any damage, but there was for a little bit. But in the scramble, some runs managed to slip through the cracks, and it took until now to finally get them back. So when digging through my old stuff, I found some things on Flourish, a data visualization website. What was amazing about this was that it included every single PB I ever had, even my very first one for all 4 lab levels. 33.68 on Let There Be Goo, 138.93 on the Time Machine, a real trip through memory lane from 3 years ago. What was also there was a record of every single run submitted to any percent from 2023 with their exact time in seconds. This includes Reverse, a previous record holder who I forgot in the crisis, and a once second place time from Diamond Bull 66, which had been gone from the leaderboard for quite a while. These 2 runs are now back on the leaderboard, and it seemed like the crisis has finally been cleaned up, but there were 2 names from the collection who have not gotten any closure. 3. Nemezida Revenge 122, Danaya Gold, and Kazugano Sora all had time on the leaderboard at some point apparently, but nobody's been able to find them. Nemezida's account was deleted, and the other 2 are still a mystery. Anybody could find these times, a 2:13.53 from Nemezida, a 2:25 flat from Danaya, and a 2:23.20 from Kazugano. That would be incredible. And now on to the new records for this week. Or is it? The Time Machine one players beat on March 18th, taking down Danadude's 48-day 54 flat by 0.34, finally breaking into what he says will be the last second berry for this level, but I don't believe it. Kim would be a very slightly small bit ahead entering the last split, and would use his rounds instead of Danadude's, picking up the papers and oscilloscopes at the top and gain some objects below the Time Machine, which saved time for Danadude, who would skip them to go out of the way for more objects. Amazing Tables one player would be beaten by Can't Kill Me on March 18th again by 1.41 seconds. At the end of the first split, King Camus would finish off both the top right lanes of the tables before zooming out. Then we used the technique of getting 2 lines of tables at the same time in full effect, and sophisticating the counterclockwise rotation around the map to snag all of them. The one player 100% sum best has actually fallen by 1.75 seconds, going from a 2:34.32.22 to a 2:34.21.131. The 2-player sum best hasn't fallen at all though. And none of these records were mentioned, so they all stay the same. As for the world record holders, Can't Kill Me would get 2 back, actually getting to 69 world records, while Danadude would lose 2, going to 33, and that's Master GD still has 18. Whoops. And that is all for the Tasty Times.